Here's our subject today. A beautiful redbud. Just step back and enjoy the fountain of color coming off of that tree. And we have, a weak union here and an actual predisposed crack there. We're gonna put a little brace in here, and then we're gonna put a cable from there to a hub out to here, and then across to here. So we'll support this crotch and we'll support that union there. And the three will work together kind of in unison and hold this little guy together for a good many more years. It's a beautiful specimen. So let's see how it turns out.
The first thing I'm going to do is set this brace. I got locking nuts. It may have been more efficient to have a regular nut and then put a locking nut on the outside of it. All right. There's so much sponginess to this spring wood that it just wraps around the bit so tightly. Alright, that's gonna go through there fine. Alright, probably gonna run that right up to the So I'm not so concerned about the 2/3 rule, 2/3 from the top of the crotch to the top of the tree. It's not a big tree. There's not a ton of leverage here. We just need a little bit of added support to make sure we don't get a catastrophic failure on this little guy. Okay, so I'm going to set that one first because that's the one I have to have all the way up to the tie wrap. So I'll get that one set on first. Now what we're using here are these wire stops. And so what you have We demonstrate these on the world's worst cabling video with Jacob Rogers. So it's a little, nut with a tapered interior and then a wedge that goes in it. And you put a middle cable through that wedge, and then all the other ones go through this. So the thing you do first is I'm gonna slide this on the cable and then put my wedge, separate the wires, put my wedge in, and then pull it all tight and bend over the one that goes through the wedge. That'll kind of hold it in place. And then I'll tighten all the other ones. So now I bend this one over, the middle one. Bend these over. What we'll do, we'll leave these straight. This middle one will hold the wedge there. When I pull everything tight, I want to keep these straight because I want this to wedge up there tight. And I'll bend these over and cut them off right at the end. Now the benefit of these is you only have to drill a smaller hole. I could use a small, eye bolt, but this is just going to be lower profile all around with this smaller caliber tree. Wrench and tap it in there a little bit. All right. I bend over the one that is on the middle peg. To leave my car running because my battery was low on my phone. Okay. Now I'm going to release all the tension. right. Let's shut off the car.
All right. So that was our final one that we put in. This was our second one. This was the first one we set right here. So now I'm going to cut all these off, and then we can put a little cap on there, kind of cover that. Since this is small enough, maybe a grandchild could climb in this or something, we'll want to do this. But we've got pretty good tension on these, and of course we don't have full weight of the tree on here yet. But I got it all tensioned up just with my lanyard, kind of creating a 2-to-1 with my, and akimbo. And so we've got good tension here. As this weights out with leaves, this will be heavier on here and it'll be supporting these things. Plus we got the brace in this weak union here. So this will be a good preservation. It's, you know, this galvanized cable, I like it because even down low like this, it's gonna be very hard to see. You know, you're not gonna see it when the leaves are out. It's quite a dense canopy. And when the flowers are on, you're looking at the flowers. So you're just not gonna see this cable. A black Cobra cable or something, it's just not gonna cut it. And I don't think a loose dynamic system with, you know, a potential fracture here is really the way to go. I think a static system in a dynamically moving tree is the way to provide support. That's just my personal philosophy. And there you go, Game of Trees. We're having fun. Like and subscribe. This will be a bonus extra. Have fun. See you next time. Go to gameoftrees.com. Buy some stuff. Take care. Bye-bye.
Playing the game of trees.